Right, golfers, you want to stop hitting the ground before the ball. You want to get some crisper strikes and you want to start hitting more greens. Here's my biggest tip, hence this question, of trying to control low point. The most success I have with getting people to control low point, so where their club gets to its lowest point, which should be ahead of the ball, is getting them to understand that this end of the club should be coming up and around, which flings this end of the club down and out, which is quite obvious if you look in this camera alert. As soon as I start pulling the handle up, the head goes down, and if I start pulling the handle up and in, the head goes out. And that, for so many golfers, encourages them to move low point into a much more functional place. So people tend to think about controlling low point solely as going this way and this way, where when you measure a lot on something like a swing catalyst plate here, this is a 3D measuring forces plate, what you find is loads of amateurs are just buried in their lead foot as they hit the ball. So they're really buried, as in, so that encourages the handle just to stay level, keep coming down into impact before it starts coming up quite late. Strong hitters get their club so the handle pretty much to its lowest point while their handle's opposite their trail leg. Then it starts coming up and out. And this is why you tend to see these impacts with good players. So lead leg really starting to lock up, often going back. You see them off their feet. Rather than amateurs, you do see lots of kind of collapses into this knee. And it's because they're thinking so much of 2D this way. I want you to start thinking this way as well. So really good drill, and I do this with so many students. What we're trying to achieve with this drill is to get the feeling of when you're hitting the ball, so as you come down in your downswing coming into impact, you want to feel like your lead side. So left knee, left hip, lead hip, left shoulder, lead shoulder is coming up and around the corner to pull that handle up and around the corner to get that club colliding with the ground in a less offensive way. So, easy way to do this. I want you to do this simple little pump drill. What I want you to do is just set the club back so my hand's basically over my trail foot and I'm pushing it as low as I can. So I'm not stood up, I'm in golf posture and I feel like I'm extended down, so this is as close to the ground as I can get it without kind of leaning over excessively. And then from here, what I'm going to do is just feel that I pull this up, but I'm going to chuck this down and out as I do it. And you're going to feel how to do this, to pull this up and left around this corner. You're going to have to get out a lead leg, out a lead hip, out a lead shoulder, which is then going to push that club down to the ground. Then you can also do somewhere you just pull it this way. So if you just pull it this way, you're going to find this is where low points start to get a little bit horribly collision course with the ground. So just pumping this drill into your practice regime and even on the tee before you hit shots, and then work it into shots. So just to the side of the ball, just feel like you're pulling this up, pushing that down and using your body to pull it up. So this comes up, obviously this all comes up to help that go up, and then try and work that into some shots. What you're going to find is your strike totally starts to change. And the more I do this with students, it's hilarious how much they change. Controlling low point is actually getting better at controlling the handle for lots of golfers. That's the bit you're connected to. Controlling the direction and the forces you're pulling and pushing on that might help you fling that club out to the ball. You don't have to worry about where that club's going to hit the ground because you are having that more neutral connection with it, rather than just burying in that lead leg. Hope this helps. Let me know if it does. Thanks for the question. If you've got questions for me you want me to answer on this channel, hit the comment section up. I pick the best ones each week and I'll keep trying to answer your golf questions.